So is your car an asset or a liability? Now, a lot of people argue that cars are liabilities, but I want to argue that it really depends on how you set it all up. Because to me, a car is an asset, but it is a depreciating asset. Now, why do I call it an asset? So let's first go into what's the definition of an asset versus a liability. An asset is something that generates money for you. A liability is something that takes money from you. Now, so if you are looking at always of your cars from the perspective of, oh, you know, every month I have to pay installment, all right, then sell at time, lose money. Then I also have to pay for service and repairs and all that. If you look at it through that lens, of course it's a liability. Okay? But you flip it the other way around. Your car is what enables you to go from point A to point B. It enables you to go from home to send your kids to school, to go to your work, to go to your meetings. So if let's say if your car every day brings you to work and that activity generates you money, your car brings you to a business meeting that help you generate, say, 1 million, 2 million ringgit deal. So is that now an asset or a liability, right? And when you sell your car on, you get money back. What? So in that sense, that's why to me, I view a car as an asset. It is a depreciating asset, but it is nonetheless an asset. You just have to structure it properly. All right. So now, if let's say that if you let's so the thing is, if you buy a car outright cash, means that you don't have money installment to pay. So the car is definitely an asset, right? A depreciating asset. Now, especially if you buy a used car that's already at the bottom of its value, all right, or if you buy a classic that's appreciating, that will confirm asset lah, right? Even if you buy a normal car like a CRV lah, Civic lah, all these things, right? The car is losing value every day, but at any time you sell the car, you get money back. Okay. Now, the thing is, of course, if you are one of those who took 90% loan and you stretch it over 9 years, then I cannot help you. Your car is definitely a liability already. Why? Because every month you have to pay loan, number one. Number two is when you sell, not only you do not get money back, you have to top up money some more to the bank. So in that sense, if you structure it that way, your car is definitely a liability. So how do you make your car an asset and not a liability? Well, simple. You just need to do a bit of homework. You just need to go to Muda, go to Carlis. You can even now ask ChatGPT to do it, right? Plot whatever car that you're looking for, plot its depreciation curve over the next 5 years or ideally 10 years. Okay, look back at past data, project its resale value, and then from there ensure that at any point in time your loan balance is always below that line. That way you ensure that at any point in time your car is never a liability. That ensures that at any point in time you have the freedom to offload that car without facing any financial consequences. Because let's put it this way, I'm going to assume that those of you who watch my channel, you guys are financially responsible people. You don't over leverage your loans. But emergencies can happen, retrenchments can happen, business losses can happen, or better still, overseas job opportunities can happen. You may suddenly get a nice fat paycheck from Middle East or China or whatever, right? They ask you to fly there in 2 months' time, right? You you want you right and the fact is, if let's say like it turns out to be too costly for you to go, you may miss out on the opportunity. So you don't want that at all. And if there is any lesson that I learned in life, and also having learned from my facing some challenges in my business, one of the most important thing that you can do, right? When it comes to buying a car, buying a house, buying a business, it is to ensure always that you can exit, you can offload it at any point in time. And the irony here is this: especially if you view your car as a liability, then it becomes even more imperative that you maintain the freedom and flexibility to offload your liability at any point in time. So that's it from me today. Before I go, if you've got a car to sell, I'll be organizing a one-day event on Sunday, 7th of July, where you can bring your car, park it at the Strand Mall, Kota Damansara, from morning to afternoon, park it there the whole day, no charge. Okay, like you have to pay the building parking fee, right? But there's no charge from my side. If you find a buyer there, you can deal direct, take it offline, but only if you, let's say, like, if you need assistance uh, with things like, Puspacom, JPJ, name transfer, or maybe processing loan for the buyer, right? These services are available at a fee, but it's entirely optional. Or if you would like to have an on-the-spot 200-point health inspection, right, which you can present to your prospective buyers for better transparency, better assurance, we have that available for you. Or if you want to make your car look more attractive, we also offer pre-event detailing service for you. So the objective of this platform, of this event, is to give everybody a space whereby you guys can freely transact between buyer and seller, so that buyer can deal direct with the seller, seller can get, a bigger chunk of their money back from a bigger worth of the cars, of your car's value, and and also at the same time have access to the convenience of all the processes taken care of for a very, very reasonable fee. Okay, so if you're interested, if you got a car to sell, fill in the form in the description section below. My team will be in touch. And of course, if you are looking for anything in the used car market, any particular car, you can also fill up the form in the description section below, and my team will be on the lookout in the market for you. All right, so until my next video, take care, stay safe, see you soon.